Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Maryland's offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
The sure hands, it's Hayden. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Kick is in the air. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So USC's offense will go to work for the first time today. The Trojans buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Takes the handoff, it's Berry. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a shot.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Look out, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Looking downfield, it's Peppers. This time it's complete. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Caught behind the line. It's Alvarado. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. The play action fake. Trying to get behind the defense. Reels it in down the left side. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Number 12 on the field goal.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. For that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to South Carolina.
Looking to throw, it's Peppers.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to fire deep. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Back to pass, it's Peppers. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Wants to go up top with the catch. It's Alvarado. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fakes the grab on the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Pulls it in. It's Ellington. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, USC.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Peppers. Pulls it in, it's Alvarado. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, USC.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
The Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's Durant. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Plows through the defense. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Peppers. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Power football with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Peppers. Gets it out fast. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Wormley. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Terrapins backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch them.
Time to take a shot. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. The throw. Makes the grab. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Terrapins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
The Terrapins are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Hayden. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to keep it in the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Fighting off the defender. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finding an escape route. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
4th down.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the Trojans are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Burrow. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job on 1st down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
And That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because, you know, if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were. They knew